I'm the big dog at the welterweight division, and he gotta take a back seat and take that 60-40 or 70-30, wherever we give him.
If we fight, it's going to be either 70-30, 80-20. Was that?
Man, I was. When
Is
I
that
said
posturing or what was that?
When did I say that?
You know, that was.
Yeah, I said it on my girl Instagram. What's going? But I was playing. Yeah, man, nobody taking no 80-20, 70-30. Yeah, I was playing. I was like, because I was like, it's gonna be 60-40, and I was like, yeah, he keep playing crazy. It's gonna be 70-30 or 80-20. But yeah, I was playing. Like, I wasn't serious about that, man. Like, people can't take jokes.
I was fooling y'all. Those was jokes. Woo! Woo!
Man, sit your ass down.
Negotiations, all of that's over behind closed doors. But just in terms of percentage, is Spence expected to get at least a slightly higher percentage than Crawford based on his pay-per-view sales? He has 3 belts, things of that nature.
Look, there's some arguments. Look, you could certainly say that the belts, that Crawford's got. That Spence has 3, and they get some a bigger split, or that Crawford's pay-per-views haven't quite done the numbers that Spence's pay-per-views have done. There are arguments, but you could also look at it and say Crawford's been number 1 pound for pound. He's been a champion longer than Errol. So there's arguments on both sides. I think where we end up is something that's, if it's not 50-50, it's pretty close. It's not 50-50, it's pretty close.
Not 50-50, it's pretty close.
Not 50-50, it's pretty close.
I know that.
So what do I do, YouTube? It's your boy King David in this thing, and I'm back at y'all again with another video.
Oh, look at this guy.
So before I get going on the video, man, y'all know what to do. Go ahead, hit the like button, and if you're new here, be sure to subscribe one time for your boy, so we can continue to grow like we need to grow on this channel. You know what I mean?
Jesus Christ.
So y'all see what the title of the video is, and y'all heard what Steven Espinoza had to say. If it's not 50-50, it's pretty damn close. You know what I mean?
I know that.
And I know I added damn in there, but he wanted to say damn. He just couldn't say damn. He trying to keep it professional. But at the end of the day, what he said is what he said. If it's not 50-50, it's pretty close. He made the arguments, right? The slightly higher pay-per-view numbers in favor of Errol Spence. But the number 1 pound for pound status and the reigning champion status of Terrence Bud Crawford is enough to warrant a 50-50, if not very close split, right?
If it's not 50-50, it's pretty close.
And I know a lot of Errol Spence fans are going to try to spin this and take off with this and try to make it seem like close is somewhere in the ballpark between 60-40 and 80-20 or whatever the fuck you niggas logic you want to come up with.
Jesus Christ.
Steven Espinoza made it very clear that 50-50 was indeed the goalpost. And they're going to get as close to the goalpost as possible, whether that be 49-51 or whether that be 48-52. Either way, it's somewhere in the ballpark of an even split between both fighters, right? Because that's what both fighters deserve.
If it's not 50-50, it's pretty close.
Errol Spence does slightly higher pay-per-views, right? And I mean slightly because I done already showed y'all the numbers. Bud's last pay-per-view did 190. Errol's last pay-per-view did 240. So slightly higher pay-per-view numbers in the last fight. But at the same time, Terrence Bud Crawford is a 3-time world champion. Sorry, 3-time 3-weight division, one-time undisputed world champion, while Errol Spence is in his first weight division, fighting in his first undisputed fight.
You won the belt with nobody.
10 years later into the weight class. So, you know, again, fam, the facts are the facts. Hopefully now you Errol Spence fans will realize and understand the error of your ways when it comes to this whole 50-50 argument. 60-40, 70-30, whatever the fuck you niggas want to say in regards to what Bud should take or accept from an Errol Spence Jr.
I'm the big dog at the welterweight division, and he gotta take a back seat and take that 60-40 or 70-30, whatever we give him.
I mean, you niggas have been proven wrong and wrong time after time because, again, Errol Spence gave Mikey Garcia 50-50, and he gave Yordenis Ugas 50-50. Two guys who not only bring less to the table money-wise, right? Because Bud has a track record on pay-per-view. Mikey Garcia and Yordenis Ugas do not outside of Errol Spence, okay? So not only do they bring less to the table pay-per-view wise, but they also bring less to the table accolade-wise. Mikey Garcia was a 3-weight division champion, right? But he was never an undisputed champion like Terrence Bud Crawford.
Spence is a really good fighter, but I think Crawford is.
So, you know, no matter how you slice it, no matter how you want to remix it, at the end of the day, Terrence Bud Crawford deserves a 50-50 split at very least. Or, like Espinoza said, something very close. You know what I mean? Something very close.
You won the belt with nobody.
You know, if it's not 50-50, it's pretty close.
Bitch ass motherfucker. What happened?
Payday. You want payday. I know that.
He's an email channel. He's fighting because somebody mailed him the belt.
Got him!
So this argument is dead again. It's dead again. It was already dead, but it's dead again. You know what I mean? You know, because I did another video, which is part 2. And if you haven't seen part 2, check out part 2. I did another video in part 2 where I showed you 2 articles that both gave or both referenced a 50-50 split between Errol Spence and Yordenis Ugas. Okay? So if you thought the first article was dumb, if you said it wasn't 50-50, well, I give you a whole nother article with much better numbers that also references a 50-50 split. You know what I mean? So if you haven't seen that other video, be sure to check it out. You know what I mean? But the moral of the story is the argument is dead. The argument is dead. If there is to be any kind of amicable agreement to be reached between Bud Crawford and Errol Spence, it needs to begin at 50-50. Period.
I know that.
I don't care what you niggas got to say. I don't care about Errol doing numbers in Dallas Stadium. I don't care about none of that bullshit. Because it don't mean shit when it comes down to doing business with the pound-for-pound king, Terrence Bud Crawford.
You know, if it's not 50-50, it's pretty close.
But let me know what y'all think about this shit, man. Hit it up in the comment section below. If you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe. And everybody, and I do mean everybody, be sure to hit that goddamn like button. But until next time, I'm going to holler at y'all. Peace.
He's an email channel. He's fighting because somebody mailed him the belt.